This is a reverent silence, right? Before we continue with our reading. Allow me to introduce our next reader, Katie Lattari. Katie will be reading from her novel manuscript, All of the Everything, a project which owes its existence in large part to cheap beer, Bruce Springsteen, the Atlantic Ocean, and her wildly talented and earnestly neurotic musician friends, whose visages she wishes to etch into fine porcelain plates in an effort to preserve them unto eternity. Katie hails from Winterport, Maine. Please welcome Kate.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming. Very exciting. Yep, I'm going to be reading an excerpt from All the Everything. I think all you need to sort of know is that the main character we encounter here is named Tynan Jagger. She's a 25-year-old musician living in the fictitious New England city of Port Harbor, which has a thriving music scene. She used to be in an important band called Manfred Factory, but the band broke up a few years ago. Where we pick up the thread, Tynan is taking a break outside from the late Saturday night heat and closeness of a bar named Tinderbox in an alleyway where she has just performed an intimate sexual act for her boyfriend. And as is the normal course of such things, she is now checking her Facebook. I return to the feed and I'm seeing high school acquaintances, girls I haven't seen or spoken to in years, holding their babies in Instagram tenors and surrounding their words and exclamation points with emoticon hearts. Everyone is having a baby, or is on their third baby, or is getting married, or is getting engaged, or is having to put their maiden name in parentheses next to their married name, or is changing their relationship status. And sometimes, well, baby, it's complicated. Sometimes there are too many pictures of you up there with your ex. Sometimes you have to untag that shit. Sometimes you have to banish some pixels. Sometimes you have to unfriend people or block their feeds because they love the NRA and they love Ann Coulter and they sometimes wonder if Barack really was born in this country like he claims he was. And it gets me to wondering how do I know you again and how are we friends? And then are we really after all? But I also see an old friend of mine doing well in a PhD program for composition and rhetoric at the University of Washington, and he is also a fan of The Daily Show, and the hackles start to come down a little. So there is that. There are things that just seem nice. I also see friends from college moving back to their home states after trying out Los Angeles, Miami, after trying out New York and Chicago, and those ecstatic and brave couple of years after graduation, which fizzle fast when you realize that you have no money and you feel claustrophobic and subway platforms in winter are terrible. And they're looking very happy, and I can understand and I can think that is very, very great. Go where you are known. Let your loved ones know you. Let your loved ones have you. And I hope that your loved ones let you know them, let you have them. Why go so far away for? The end of the story is always about going back. We are all of us Dorothys. Just let us get back. What else is there but that? A picture of this guy friend of mine and his sister and their childhood friend I have no idea about sharing a scorpion bowl, smiling together, known each other since pre-K probably. Someone is posting about getting drunk because it's the weekend and their job can suck their balls. Someone is posting a meme about the connection between the outgoing Pope and Star Wars. Someone is posting a picture of a grumpy cat using bad grammar. Someone is asking me to sign a petition about workers' rights in Guatemala. Someone is feeling very, very sad and just wishes she had a boyfriend to snuggle with. Someone is pushing their band's new record. Someone is pushing their friend's band's new record. Someone is warning me that a week from today is their birthday, and all I can think is, who the fuck gives a shit? Someone is ending a status with an uncertain ellipsis. Someone is writing their feelings in all caps. Someone has tagged someone I don't know in a comment about an obscure French film they just saw. Someone is telling everyone about the great deal they just got on their newest LL Bean rain jacket. Someone is posting simultaneously to Twitter and to Facebook, and so there are hashtag phrases without much utility in my Facebook feed. Someone is posting a video of their daughter's first birthday, Dora, everywhere. Someone is insinuating that I don't care about the troops if I don't like their latest status update, which is a picture of a crying male soldier hugging his child. Someone is posting a photo of their lips and their neck, and on their neck there's a pearl necklace, but it is all in black and white. I post this status update, 12:54 a.m. When I get a cat sometime, someday, I don't know when that will be, but when I do, I will love it, and I will name it Giant Squid, because they need love too, and I can only love a giant squid really in cat form, just because of pragmatics, like breathing, and scale, and like where to buy their food, and the fact that I would need to be loved too, and cats can do that, and I don't really know, I'm not really so sure about Giant Squid, but I would need it to love me back, and that is most of all what it is about. It is up for a few seconds when it gets its first like. I'm very excited to introduce Beth Towle.
Oh yeah!
Go back.
Beth Towle is a tried and true Hoosier from Walkerton, Indiana. I've been there, it's lovely. She didn't manage to publish anything in her time at Notre Dame, but she did write some fun things and found a job she loves at the University Writing Center. Welcome, Beth Towle.
Okay, so a little background on my thesis. It's called The Huckleberry Queen. It's about a figure who lived in sort of the swamps of northern Indiana in the 1870s. I found a lot of really good information about her and then just sort of took it on my own way. And these are some of the lyrical poems that are in her voice from it. So, and there's repeating birth poems and death poems in here, so I've got 2 of those and then a quote-unquote love poem, and then a little poem at the end. So. The Birth of the Huckleberry Queen. Born in blood, scrubbed down and made pink, watered down with kindness that never took, like they aimed to get the hardness out of me. It never took. My skin reddens in the moonlight, turns scarlet in the gray winter. Kisses are fine, though I prefer the black eye, the bleeding kiss, staining lips, chins, tongues hanging loose with the taste of rust. The heart pounds at the smell of other dark hearts turning. The body lingers at the bad bruise. Born in blood, baptized in it, consummated, never took up the mantle of respectability, took up the bat, the gun, the despaired hunter instead. Nice swing, this boy, a little bloodlust, this girl, one might call it unbecoming. The love of the Huckleberry Queen. Memory of flames, memory of a burning bush, memory of a field, memory of a hot summer and an angry woman and a dull harvest. Memory of men with bad backs hauling water, memory of little boys calling to their mothers, memory of mothers in cabin doorways, memory of my mother in her red dress greeting the shadow at the door, memory of coming home, of warmed hands on cooled skin, memory of burnt tongues, memory of revival tents, of badgered ministers in black, washed so many times they became gray all over. Memory of gray evenings, of many nights without food but with plenty of water. Memory of another marsh, memory of this marsh, a memory book of marshes. Memory of mornings so hot and heavy, covered in mosquito bites. Memory of evenings spent swirling beneath fiddle blasts. Memory of inconsistency and thick-headedness and great unkindnesses. Yes, I leveled them towards you sometimes. Yes, I'm capricious when you would rather have me captivating. Of all the lovers I might have had, you were the ugliest and the strangest and the only one whom I'd ever claim to feel big-hearted towards, or at least the only one I ever had any real thought for besides myself. Memory of fire, memory of smoke clogging eye sockets, memory of disappearing ash sucked into the sky by heat waves, memory of rows of broken brambles, a memory, brief but exploded, of light. The death of the Huckleberry Queen. When the end comes, I hope to be dammed up with sweat on a summer day, wrapped in muslin and laid out for every watching eye on the porch or in the window of a room where it is cool and everything is slightness. When the end comes, I want ice on the back of the tongue. I want the biggest stars. The night should come on quick and with a bit of a headache. The moon should be luminous, and I should know that it's the last one I'll see. When the end comes, I want to be lost. I want to lose some piece of something I loved so that I know I loved it. I want to be broke open with wanting and broke down with getting what I want. I want everything to be enraged by desire. I want everyone to be enraged by desire. I want rage. When the end comes, I want to be nowhere to be found. I want to be drying out in a tent a mile away. I want my guts to be still slick with the sweet spit of it trapped in me, which is how I like it best, which is how I want it.
Yeah.
And last one, of hearts. That black smudge on the last vine, standing out there in the ruinous field, that is my heart, burnt useless. Still, I have grabbed it up, swallowed it. I have consumed all blackened souls, all stalwart bodies I have absorbed. I have refashioned a body with a working heart, a blasted beat. Thank you. So next up is Laura Vasquez, and Laura Vasquez is a Mexican poet from California, and a very lovely person.